Hello everybody, it's Mel. Thank you for joining me today for the 5-star prediction book tag. I was tagged to do this by the lovely Kaz over at Cats and Camera, so thank you very much Kaz for the tag. And I believe the original was created by Chloe Frizzle, who is a booktuber who I have not actually ever come across before, so I'll have to have a look at their channel when I finished filming today. But anyway, so yeah, the idea behind this tag is there's a bunch of different questions that you answer about books that you think that you're going to give 5 stars, and there's a few different reasons why you might give them 5 stars, and then at the end tag people. So with that being said, let's just dive straight in. Before we do though, sorry, I should just say I apologise if you can hear the aircon. It's quite warm here today and yeah, I'm going to keep the aircon on. Anyway, question number 1, a book by a favourite author, and the book that I have chosen is The Narrow Door by Joanne Harris. From memory, I believe this book is a bit of a mystery book. I don't really remember a huge amount about it. It is on my TBR and I was given it for, I want to say Christmas a couple of years ago by my good friend Michelle, but yeah, I haven't read it yet, which is terrible. I'm trying to be better about that. But anyway, Joanne Harris is one of my favourite authors. I've read a bunch of her books and really enjoyed all of the books that I've read from hers. My favourite of hers is Chocolat, which is actually one of my favourite books of all time. So I'm super excited to read another book by her. Most of the books that I've read have been sort of magical realism, cozy, historical fiction type of books, and I believe that, like I said, this is a mystery, so it's a little bit different from her, but I love her writing style, so I expect that I'll really enjoy this book and hopefully give it 5 stars. Question number 2, someone else loving it has gotten you excited, and the book that I've chosen for this one is The Spell Shop by Sarah Beth Durst. It's not just one person that has loved this book and got me excited for it. It is basically everyone that I've seen talk about it. People who don't read a huge amount of fantasy, like Victoria, absolutely love this book. It is a cozy fantasy, which has definitely become something that Victoria's really enjoyed or enjoying, so I'm not actually surprised that she really enjoyed this book, but she hasn't traditionally been a fantasy lover, so yeah, that makes me want to read it. Bethany from Beautifully Bookish Bethany really enjoyed the book. Elliot from Elliot Brooks really enjoyed the book. Lots of different people that I've seen talk about this book have really enjoyed it, so I definitely have jumped on the hype train with this one. It sounds really cute and really fun. Like I said, a cozy fantasy, so I'm super excited to read it, and I just received it for my birthday from that same friend Michelle. Question number 3, it says the blurb / tropes are so your thing. And so for this one I have chosen 1,000 Stitches, or The 1,000 Stitches by Olivia Atwater. Again, I actually have received this as a present. This was for Christmas this year, or last year, this time from my sister, and it is the second book in the series, which I believe they're all companion novels rather than a straight up series by Olivia Atwater. The first one was, it's on my Half a Soul, and I really enjoyed that one, so I anticipate really enjoying the second book. They are a series of historical fantasy romances, which is something that I've really been enjoying recently, particularly the historical fantasy, but throw romance in as well, and it's a lot of fun, so I'm expecting that I'll really enjoy this one and give it 5 stars, as the name of the tag would suggest. Question number 4 is your most anticipated future release. Kata Basis is the one for this one, by R.F. Kuang. 2 of my favourite books that I've read in recent years have been Babel and Yellowface by R.F. Kuang. I haven't actually read her Poppy War series, and I intend to read that at some point. I just haven't gotten to it yet. I expect I'll really enjoy it. Babel and Yellowface are 2 slightly different books from what she wrote initially, and I really enjoyed both of them. Babel is one of my favourite books, again, of all time, but I also really enjoyed Yellowface, and I thought that the author is a really strong author because, like I said, she's written quite different books. So Babel is a dark academia historical fantasy, and Yellowface is a contemporary, and they're both really, really amazing, and I loved both of them so much. I'm pretty sure I gave them both 5 stars. I definitely gave Babel 5 stars, but I'm pretty sure I gave Yellowface 5 stars as well. If not, it was definitely a 4 or a 4.5 stars. So I expect that I'll really, really enjoy Kate at Basis. From what I recall of the synopsis of this book, it is, I think that I've been hearing that it has a little bit of dark academia vibes, but mostly it is a supernatural story about 2 people who I think have to go to hell and rescue their professor. So yeah, that's all I really know about it. I think I know that much. I'm not even sure if I'm correct about that, but it sounds really interesting. I love what I've read of R.F. Kuang, so I'm really excited to read this one. I believe it comes out in a month or 2. Question number 5 is a bold, risky prediction that you need to manifest into 5 stars. So I've kind of stretched this one a little bit. Well, no, I don't think I've stretched it. It's just the reason I anticipate it being 5 stars is because I have watched the anime that was made from this series. So it's a manga series, Full Metal Alchemist, and yeah, I watched the anime and I loved it. It was so good, but manga isn't usually my kind of thing. I'm not a huge graphic novel / comic reader at all, manga reader at all. I don't think I've read technically any actual manga before, so I want to give it a try. I want to try the original because I do love the anime series, but it is definitely a stretch because it's just not in my wheelhouse at all. But because I really love the manga, the anime, I think I will potentially like it. I do like anime, so you'd think I would like manga, but it's just not something I've ever really gotten into. Anyway, it is a stretch, but I'm manifesting it. Question number 6, you've been putting off reading because your hopes are so high. So for this one, I went with Hera by Jennifer Saint. Again, you're probably aware if you've been around for a while that Jennifer Saint is one of my favourite authors. Having said that though, I've only read 2 out of her 5 books. So I've read Ariadne and Electra, but I have not yet read Atalanta and Hera, although I own both Atalanta and Hera. There's no real reason why I haven't read them. They just kind of haven't come up in a TBR game, I guess, but I think I am putting them off a little bit because I really enjoyed Ariadne and I loved Electra, and I'm just a bit concerned that I'm not going to love these ones as much, although I think I will really like Hera because I'm very interested in Hera as a figure of mythology. I don't really know very much about Atalanta though, so maybe that's why I'm putting off Atalanta, but I definitely want to get to them because they are both something I'm really interested in. I love Greek mythology retellings, but yeah, Hera I expect I'll give 5 stars, but I'm a bit nervous in case I don't give it 5 stars. We'll see how we go. I should get to it soon though. Question number 7 has a beautiful cover that you've already fallen in love with. So this one I went with The 7 Skins of Esther Wilding, and I don't remember who wrote the book. This is a book by an Australian author, and look at this cover. It is absolutely stunning. I do have it on my TBR, but my habit with these sorts of videos, I haven't grabbed it. So it's on the screen. I hope you can get an idea of how beautiful it is, but it has foiling, it has beautiful colours. I just absolutely adore it. I know almost nothing about it, but it looks so pretty and I just think that it'll be just stunning and amazing. I'm hoping. Question number 8 is the next in a series you've loved. So I went with the next Mary Russell book, which again, I don't know the name of, but I do know the author this time, which is L'Oreal King. L'Oreal King is one of my favourite authors of all time. This series is one of my favourite series of all time. So it's really not a particularly difficult idea to say that I would give one of these books 5 stars. I always give these books between 4 and 5 stars. So whether or not it gets full 5 stars or gets something between 4 and 5, I don't know because I haven't read it yet, obviously. It's on the screen. I can't remember the name of it. I do own it. The amazing Beth sent it to me. Thank you so much, Beth. And I'm super excited. But again, I haven't gotten to it yet because I'm terrible at getting to books in a timely manner. I'm definitely going to try and work on that soon. A bit more this year. But yeah, I'm really excited for this one. Question 9 is popular and you want to get on that train. And the answer is Everyone in My Family Has Killed Someone by Benjamin Stevens. And the reason why I paused for a second there was because the second book is actually Everyone on this Train is a Suspect, so I thought that would be kind of funny. But anyway, I have to read the first one first. I'm anticipating both of them though. I've heard great things about them both from so many different people, from booktubers through to my parents, my friend Michelle. Everyone that I have heard talk about this book has absolutely loved it. More so maybe the second one usually, but either way, people loving this series and think that he's an amazing author. He's also an Australian author, which makes me very excited to give him a try. So yeah, definitely really want to give this one a shot, and hopefully I will give it 5 stars and love it as much as everyone seems to be doing. Question number 10 says, just gives that 5-star vibe, and the one that I've gone with is The Warm Hands of Ghosts by Catherine Arden. This is a book that came out at the end of last year, I think, and I've been hearing really great buzz about it. I've never read anything by Catherine Arden, but I know she wrote, is it the Girl in the Tower series? I don't know if that's the name of the series, but that series sounds right up my alley, although I haven't read it yet. But The Warm Hands of Ghosts, I don't really remember that much about what it's about, but I do know that when I've read the synopsis in the past, I've thought that sounds amazing. I really want to give it a try. And it just seems like my kind of thing. I just have a feeling about it, which is the point of this question. So that's the one I'm going with. Okay, so question number 11 is to tag 5 booktubers. I was going to tag the Becca Fowl and also Chloe Reads Books, but I saw that Kaz was tagged by Becca, and I thought, well, if Becca tagged Kaz, she probably tagged Chloe, and she did. So I won't double up and tag those people, but I just want to mention them because, you know, it's always nice to shout people out. So the people I am going to tag are Sash from Sash Reads, Liv from Endless Pages, Cara from Wild Book Garden, Victoria from What Victoria Read, and Abby from Abby of Pelennor. So all those 5 people are tagged. If you wish to do the tags, obviously if you don't. That's totally fine. But yeah, those people are tagged. All the people that I mentioned in this video are linked in the description below, so you can go and check them out. I will be going over and checking out Chloe Frizzle myself, so hopefully, you know, we all go and do that and give her some love. But yeah, that is the tag, so that is therefore the video from me today. Let me know in the comments below, have you done this tag? Any of the answers for any of the questions that you want to let me know, that would be really fun. If you want to leave me a comment but you don't know what, then leave me something cozy, because I had quite a few kind of cozy feeling books in my list of 5-star predictions in this tag today. So yeah, some emoji that you think gives you a cozy vibe. Like I said, that's it from me today. Thank you so much for joining me. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, I would absolutely love it if you would subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up. And yeah, like I said, thank you so much for joining me today. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time.